here. Okay, let's look at mine first and see where we differ. People playing along at home, there's only like 30 of these questions. You could probably bang it out in like 2 minutes if you just want to.
No pun intended. Happy
All
Valentine's
right,
Day.
so here are my results. My primary love language is quality time.
Aww.
We should be clear. So there's 5 categories. Receiving gifts, acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation, and physical touch.
So you score a percentage of how much you relate to a particular love language, and you scored highest in quality time.
Yeah, so I scored 40% on quality time, which is overwhelmingly the highest for me.
Majority.
The next for me is physical touch, actually, at 27%.
Menchie nose.
Which I should be clear, it's a lot of questions that are more just like, you'll hold hands with your partner, or like, it's nice to have a hug at the end of the day. Next for me were words of affirmation at 17%, acts of service at 13%, and I scored only 3% for gift giving.
Which is good news.
You're off the hook.
Because your birthday is coming up, and I'm terrible at gift giving.
Well, it will be very important to me that we spend quality time on my birthday.
I can do that.
But you don't just have to buy me anything.
Well, that's great because we're not leaving the house.
Well, do you have time? You're someone who's this is maybe the biggest challenge in our relationship is you have so much going on. Sometimes it feels like we don't spend enough quality time together. So I've just had to insert myself into your online universe just so I can spend time with you.
Is that what this is? You don't think this is quality time, Ben?
Oh, Jesus.
What do you think you're doing? What are we doing right now?
I enjoy doing this, actually. Okay.
So what's the definition? They have a description underneath of quality time.
I mean, it's pretty superficial. It's just saying nothing says I love you like full undivided attention. Being there for this type of person is critical, but really being there with the TV off, fork and knife down, and all the chores and tasks on standby. I'm not sure if I even agree with that aspect of it. Like, a lot of the quality time we spend together is actually doing stuff.
But wait, does this mean that you value when I put the TV off and the fork knife down, or that you are the person, like being there with undivided attention?
I value the time where we're spending time together without distractions, I think is the
But are you the one making the actions to engage in quality time?
What?
Or do you just like to receive the quality time actions from the other? Do you know what I mean?
It's a one-way thing. I just want to receive the quality time.
Okay.
Well, it takes 2 to tango with quality time.
I suppose.
But like to me, quality time can be just like Netflix and chilling.
Or like building a desk.
Or just eating dinner together. Like you can keep the fork and knife up while you eat dinner.
We're on our phones at dinner sometimes. There was a question like that about like, do you like when your partner's on their phone or not?
Yeah, I don't really mind that. But at the same time, I think it is important to have some time where you're literally engaging with each other without distractions too.
Yeah, like right now.
Yeah. With 4 cameras on. Okay, do you want to look at your results, Cristine?
Oh boy.
Okay, so I was quality time. Cristine is acts of service.
Big surprise.
What a shock.
And you know why you're the best at meeting the requirements of my love language?
Why?
At satisfying me? Because you bring the tea.
That's what it all comes down to.
You bring so much tea. It's the best act of service I could ever wish for.
Well, clearly I recognize this is how you recognize love and affection, right? So Cristine has 33% acts of service. Just a little bit ahead of quality time. You scored 30% on quality time. Okay, so like
too. I'm not a cold ice queen completely.
Well, you scored 10% on physical touch.
Yeah, that's the same as receiving gifts.
10% receiving gifts, 17% words of affirmation.
Yeah, I would say like acts of service and quality time is a good combination because you have the practical aspect of like we're going to be productive and like good and healthy in our relationship, but then also we love and really do enjoy spending time together. So you got quality time. And I think those two are personally important to me.
Yeah. So what does it say? Can vacuuming the floors really be an expression of love? Absolutely. That sounds so sad.
I love when you vacuum.
That's not what it means. Like,
I know.
No, but seriously though, that's such a strange example.
Yeah, that's not a good example.
Acts of service was like, what were some of the questions that were?
It wasn't like I love when my significant other vacuums the floor. It was like I love when my significant other helps me with something that I need to get done, and like they're paying attention to the hobby that I like. Like that's what it was.
Which is a lot of our relationship.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
What else does it say? The words he or she most want to hear. Let me do that for you. Oh, that just makes me sound like some bossy bitch. Oh, God.
No, I think this was pretty accurate. Again, these aren't the types of tests where like you look at the two results and they don't determine compatibility. But
So it's not like a horoscope?
Let's not get into that. But in a way, it is important to know what your partner values as an expression of affection.
So if I really want to make you feel appreciated, I just got to spend time with you? That's it?
Yeah, and it's not like
Damn.
we have to have, like, it helps if we both value the same things. But all that really matters is that your partner recognizes you putting in the effort to meet their needs.
You definitely always put in the effort for acts of
Thanks.
service.
You do too.
Ben
you're
is
a good
always
partner.
doing things for me. I mean, I think this is no secret, but he is the biggest help in so much of my life, like YouTube, the behind the
Please,
scenes
don't get so
that
cheesy
you guys
now.
don't see. He helps manage this whole podcast. It's mostly him. It's like 80% you. I just show
Ron,
up,
stop.
really.
Ron,
And my
stop.
Simply videos, he's always there helping me film, helping me figure it out.
I'm getting really uncomfortable.
He
right
helps
now.
me even figure out like what I'm gonna do for a video because sometimes my brain is just so full and I need help like thinking it through. And he helps test Hollow Taco products. Show us your nails, Ben.
There you go.
There you go.
Sorry, I didn't score high for words of affirmation. I actually get really uncomfortable with compliments.
Oh, sorry. I just thought it might be nice for the audience to hear that this acts of service thing, like I think on the surface, it presents it as like a superficial, like, oh, he just helps me vacuum. But like to me, the meaningful things you do are stuff that really help our mutual joint life together. And I enjoy doing those things with you. So it is a mixture of acts of service from like a practical, like here's our job and our work perspective, but also we can enjoy that time together that we spent.
That's very sweet. I appreciate you appreciating me.
I appreciate that you appreciate that I appreciate.
And I appreciate
this
you
is
too.
the most obnoxious.
All right, could we play the game now?
What's the game?